Good afternoon, friends. In my last video, I said that we would be doing the tenses present, past, future, and there are four forms. Under each tense, there are four forms. Under present tense, we have got present simple form, present progressive form, present perfect form, present perfect progressive form. Similarly, under past, we have got past simple, past progressive, past perfect progressive. Under future, whether you call it time or tense, we have got future simple, future progressive, future perfect, and future perfect progressive forms. We'll do positive, negative, interrogative sentences, taking all the 7 subjects, that is I, we, you, he, she, it, they. They cover all the subjects in the world of English, as I have already told you many times. But it's very important to understand because these concepts are not written anywhere. We have to understand this to have better understanding of the different kind of structures in English language. But before doing a video on tenses, I thought that it will be pertinent to know why should one understand, or what is the importance of understanding the structural part, that is one subject, one finite verb, it is simple structure, more than one simple structure or simple sentence. Simple structure and simple sentences are the same, but when we join more than one simple sentence or structure by the help of coordinate or subordinate conjunctions or both of them, we get either compound or complex or compound complex. I have been repeatedly trying to make all of you understand the different kind of structure. Then one may wonder, what is the importance? The importance is that when we make a simple sentence or simple structure, whatever you call it, we are independent to do that structure. That means if we want to, as per our situation, there are usages, there are circumstances in which we are supposed to use a specific structure. For example, present simple structure. I have already told you that present simple structure is the most important structure in English language, and past simple also. And in our everyday life, we take the help of these two structures to make our expressions. Majority sentences we do in our everyday life using these two structures only. So now question arises, so what is so important about the structural aspect? The structural aspect importance is that being non-native English learners, we cannot make a correct structure if we don't know the technicalities. Means, if it is a simple sentence or simple structure, under present tense or past tense or future tense, under present simple or progressive or perfect progressive, or past simple or past progressive or past perfect progressive. Similarly, under we could make simple structure or simple sentence under future simple, future progressive, future perfect progressive, taking any subject of our choice as per our need, and any predicate by using a finite verb. We may make sentences in active voice as well as passive voice. All these things we are supposed to do in our everyday life to communicate in this language, we are free to do it. That means when we use a simple structure, any tense, any form, any voice, any subject, any predicate, we are free to do, means as per our requirement, one subject, one finite verb. Nobody depends upon the other. Subject, there is a concept called subject verb agreement. If subject is first person singular number, verb will be first person singular number. If subject is plural, first person plural, verb will be, that means the finite verb. When I say verb, it's finite verb. The finite verb agrees with its subject in number and person, which is in grammatical terminology it is understood to be subject verb agreement. So when we make an independent sentence, simple structures, one subject, one finite verb, we may make a structure in any tense, any form, without depending upon another structure. But when the question of compound or complex structure arise, in one go or in a larger structure, we take more than one simple structure, then there could be one present tense, one past tense, one future tense, so on and so forth. So what is the rule to make compound or complex or compound complex structure? We non-native learners always commit mistake while joining sentence, doing compound and complex and compound complex structures. 90% of English speaker in India, as per my knowledge, don't know the basic structures. That means all the sentences which are supposed to be done under present, past, future, taking all the 7 subjects into consideration, their positive, negative, interrogative aspects, and their 2 voices such as active, passive. 90% English learners in English medium schools also, their teachers, including their teachers, do not understand this aspect. So they keep speaking, reading, writing the language erroneously. It's obvious. If you don't know the rules, it is supposed to be erroneous, and nobody understands where the error is lying. So we will try not to follow their path, but to learn the right one. Most English speakers commit mistakes if they do not know, because they do not know the rules. This structural aspect is very important, because when you join simple structures, you must be aware of the fact that when you are joining more than one simple sentence to make a compound structure, you are again free. You can take one present, one past, one future and join them by the help of coordinating conjunctions, which are and, or, but, for, either or, neither nor, also, still, and few others. You are independent. Like independent structures are done, present, past, future, whatever tense or form we are supposed to do, we can do without any problem. Next structure, compound structure, same thing. You can join one present tense with another past tense and a future tense in active or passive, in whatever form, in whatever type. You are free. As per your requirement, you can do. When the conjunction is a coordinating one, although we make a larger structure called a compound structure, but within that larger structure or compound structure, each individual simple structure is independent from each other, because the conjunction taken is a coordinating conjunction, or conjunctions are coordinating conjunction. When conjunctions are coordinating, they do not interfere in the independence of the simple structures, they join with each other. That is why in a compound sentence or compound structure, all the independent simple structures taken are known to be clauses of equal ranks or coordinating conjunctions, because nobody depends upon the other. They are independent. If you take them out of that larger structure, they can stand on their own. Inside the larger structure, where they are known to be clauses, not sentences, because you see, we make a larger sentence by joining more than one simple sentence by the help of coordinating conjunctions. If we refer it as a one sentence, the larger sentence, the compound sentence we call it one sentence. Then within that one sentence, the independent sentences lose their name, and they are named to be clauses. Instead of, if they are taken out of that structure, they can stand on their own. They are known to be sentences. It can stand on its own. But if they are merged in one single structure called a compound structure, their name gets changed. Name gets changed. The name of simple structure or simple sentence becomes clause. Which kind of clause? Either you call it coordinating clause or you call it clauses of equal ranks, because these coordinating conjunctions do not interfere in their independence. Outside they are independent, inside they are independent. If you take one by one simple structure out of that compound structure, each individual structure or simple structure can stand on its own, which is now a simple sentence. But inside the larger sentence, it is not a sentence, because we make one sentence by the help of many sentences. So these many simple sentences, who are components or constituents of the larger structure, are known to be clauses, and more specifically clauses of equal ranks or coordinating clauses inside the compound sentence. That understanding is vital. And again, because nobody depends upon the other, the tense we can take as per our requirement. One past, one present, one future can go hand in hand smoothly in a compound sentence. But in case of a complex structure, because the conjunction taken to make a complex structure, which is a subordinate conjunction or subordinating conjunction, in that case, one sentence, one simple sentence will become dependent upon another sentence. The sentence that becomes dependent upon the other is known to be a subordinate clause instead of sentence, and the sentence that remains independent, whether inside or outside the complex structure, is known to be a principal clause. Inside it is a principal clause, inside the complex structure the independent sentence will be known to be an independent clause, whereas when we take that out, because it can stand on its own, it will be known to be an independent sentence. Outside it is sentence, inside the complex structure it is clause. Which kind of independent clause or principal clause? The other sentence which becomes dependent because of this subordinating conjunctions that has been attached to that sentence to join it with the other sentence, it becomes dependent or subordinate clause. Obviously, if you take that out, it cannot stand on its own. The part of the complex sentence or the clause that is taken when taken out of the complex structure, which cannot stand on its own, is known to be a subordinate clause. These subordinate clauses, you can call them dependent clauses also. These are of three types: the noun clause, the adverb clause, and the adjective clause. But all these understandings we'll do again in its complete, or we'll be doing the complete analysis of these sentences or structures one by one, with giving crystal clear situation understanding. Because you see, in today's world, in this part of the world where we are living, at least, understanding correct English is a Herculean task. It is missing. No public school, no teacher, no tutor, no tutorials are in a position to give the right kind of rules, make the students understand what is right and what is wrong in English. To my mind, it's missing. So whatever little knowledge I have got it. I have inherited this knowledge from my father, who used to be English teacher, and he taught English all over Odisha at 10, 11, 12 standard for 50 years. I have learnt a little from him and trying to impart those learnings, which to my mind in the contemporary scenario is a lot of knowledge. So with this understanding I conclude this video. But detailed analysis of clauses and phrases, similarly as we have three types of clauses. The subordinate clauses are of three types, that has to be learned: noun clause, adverb clause, adjective. So also there are three types of phrases. Chief types, the important aspects. We'll do that in analysis while we'll be doing analysis. Next video will be we'll be having for 3 tenses and 4 forms, 12, and their usage. The most important part is, even if some students know the structural part of different tense and form, they do not know where to use, in what circumstances, which tense and form to be used. It's a big task. Nobody knows, to my mind, that present simple could be used for present simple, present tense, past tense and future tense. Present simple structure could be used in present tense, past tense, future tense. The same structure, subject plus V1. That will do along with the tense part or tense and form. One video I will be doing for each tense and form, along with the usage part, where we are supposed to use past simple and where to use present perfect, because both the meanings are same. For same situation with little difference, we use present perfect or past simple. What is the difference? So that part we will take care in our next videos. So keep learning. Thank you. Bye.